Okay, hello everybody on YouTube. Today I want to use this white canvas here. We're going to be programming. I want to program like a space star field visualizer thing, and I know exactly how to do it, so I'll show you how we're going to do that. So first we have to define our setup function. So var setup equals function, and then we have to create canvas. Create canvas, and we'll say that the canvas's width is window dot inner width, and the canvas height will be window dot inner height. So what I know what I want to do is I want to have an array of stars. So I'm gonna make the array, and I'm gonna say const stars equals new array. Then we want to use a while loop to populate this array with a series of objects, of star objects. So we'll use a while loop. While what's true? Well, while the array's length is less than a certain number, we'll say that something is true. Oh, Chihuahua! Chihuahua, that's not Mom. That's someone else. Okay, everybody, listen.
He's here.
I gotta end this video right now, unfortunately. I got a visitor, and I was expecting him now, so I gotta end the video, and we'll continue it later. So stay tuned for part 2, or more than likely I'll just delete this and start over, since I've only gotten like 3 lines of code in. Okay, so thanks for watching the video, and goodbye. Hi, so I'm back now. As you can see, it's a couple hours later, more than a couple, actually. It's 10:30, and let's finish the program. Okay, so I don't really remember what I was doing, but I think I had just started constructing my while loop. So the idea is we have an array of stars, and we use a while loop to populate it. So while stars dot length is less than 100 stars, push a new star, and let's make that star object var star equals function, and then we're gonna have a setup function. This dot setup equals function, and we're gonna set up some stuff like the initial x, the initial y, and stuff like that. So stars initial x will be random, its initial y will be height. I think that's about all I need for now. Then I need a draw function. And I'm gonna draw a rectangle. And this x, this y, 5, 5. And this is supposed to be x there. So here's our initial star object. So let's save, and let's go to Chrome. Let's check So start. So here you can see we have an array with our 100 stars in it. Okay, let's open the console proper. Okay. Here's our 100 stars. Star 0, first index of the array. Here we can see the draw function, the setup function, etc. So let's go back. Let's draw the stars. Okay. So I'm just going to keep a little preview window here. And let's say here now, var draw equals function. I'm going to use a for of loop to loop through all the stars and draw them. For every star of stars star dot draw. So let's see, no errors. That's because I haven't called the setup function. So let's do that. Star index star length dot setup. So star is not defined on line 4. Stars with this. Okay. Setup is not defined on line 4. That's because stars.length -1, because that's referring to the first one. And here are our stars. Okay. So that is looking pretty nice, I must say. And they don't look much like stars now, so let's see what we can do. So first thing I want to do is change the background to black.
Oh, you know, this is like a different color.
Yes, because space is black.
Okay.
So there they are.
But well, that's something. Do you guys want to watch anything? You want to watch anything?
Why am I seeing 1? No, I don't think so.
Okay. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm going to get there, right? And if you need anything, call me. Right?
So
I'm upstairs, next door.
my draw.
And you. It's nearly 12, but soon it's going to be 11, 12. So let's see what we can do.
So that was my mistake. Put that in the wrong place. So that's why we're seeing only 1. So now let's animate the stars so they don't look much like stars, let's be honest. There's only 100 of them on the screen, you know. And I could make them 500, but for now I'm gonna focus on animating them. So I'm gonna make an animate function in my star. This dot animate. Now I'm gonna define that function. This dot animate equals function, and it is going to move the, so I can animate them like by the x-axis, so this dot x minus minus will move the stars to the left, just as this dot x plus plus would move them to the right, and this dot y plus plus would move them down, this dot y minus minus would move them up, but we want them to come towards us, so it means we need a z-axis. So I'm going to define that. This dot z equals, say 600. Now I'm going to say this dot star x equals this dot x divided by this dot z, and I want to do the same thing for y. So this dot star y is equal to this dot y divided by z. Now I can do this. This dot z minus minus, and oh, the reason it doesn't work is because I haven't used that variable here. So this should be this dot star x, and here should be this dot star y. Star x, this dot star y. So okay. Oh, what was that about? They're shooting towards us extremely fast. So let's not have them go that fast. We'll say minus equal 0.5. Just wait. It's coming. Okay, so there's a major problem I just realized, which is that all the stars are moving at the same speed. So they need their own speed, so I need a variable called this dot speed equals, let's have a random number between, say, let's have a random number between, say, 0.5 and 1. A random number between 0.5 and 1, and this dot x, this dot z plus equals this dot speed. So just wait for it. They should come at different times, so we get some first, and they start from quite far away. 600 is quite far away, so let's have them start at 100, and they're all gone. Okay, so now I need they're all coming from the top left. So what I need to do is I need to translate to the center with times 0.5 and then height times 0.5. Total disaster, that is times 0.5. Okay. Then here we should have between minus width and width. And we should have it between minus height and height. So one big problem I'm noticing is that the stars are not being reset at any point. So they keep going forward forever. So like, let's say this, a conditional, if this dot z is less than 1, this dot c equals, what did I start at? 100. So I'm going to reset them back to their origin. Let us see. Okay, let's make that 10. That's 10. Let's see. No. 50. Let's make it. In fact, why am I even defining 0 there? I can just say if z is more than, okay. Let's take that and then put it in there, like that in there, and then have another one. Okay, and then we can say if c is less than 1 or c is undefined, okay, we seem to have a bug. Let's see what it is. No bug. Okay. So everything is fine, but everything's not fine. What is going on now? Okay, let's think about this. This conditional should be coming first because I'm trying to use z. See, I'm trying to use z here and there, but I've not defined it yet. What's happening? I think it's coming just really slowly. Let's up this. Let's make the speed between 1 and 3. Let's do a speed between 3 and 9. Okay, let's see. Something not right. Okay, I have an idea. If we say start x equals, okay, I got an idea. Let's get rid of this for now. Let's take this and put it in the map function. We want to map this.z to range between 0 and 1 to a range between 0 and width. So you'll see that this is working. Then just do the same for y. We just here change this to a y. Maybe this can be with times 2. I'll leave that same times 2 times 2. And let's take more stars. Let's make 500. Now, the illusion's starting to come together, but there are a few problems I see. One problem is that as the stars approach you, they don't get any bigger. They stay the same size, which would indicate that they're shrinking as they're coming towards you. So we need them to start small, get bigger as they come towards us. So I'm gonna work on that next, and I'm gonna do that right here. This dot size equals map. I'm gonna map the z. So when they first start and the z is at its farthest point, they should be smallest, and when the z is at this reset point, they should be biggest. So z, which has a range between z has a range between width times 2 and 1. I want to map that between 0, no, yes, 0 and 5. Maybe I got that backwards. Yes, that should be 5 and 0. What's going on? Oh, I made the variable this dot size, but if you make a variable, you have to actually use it, or else you're just wasting time calculating that data. So it's backwards. Like the stars are bigger when they start and get smaller as they move towards us. We need that behavior reversed. We need them smaller when they're farther away and bigger as they come towards us. So this should be 5 and 0 should be here. And I'm seeing a lot fewer stars than I would expect to see. Let's also call the node stroke. That's also called no stroke function, in case that stroke line is blocking the stars. Yes. This doesn't seem like 500 stars though. Let's just have them all move at the same speed. Speed 2. Speed 3. This just doesn't seem like 500 stars. Okay, let's say anywhere we find width times 2, we're going to replace it with width times 3. See what that does. We find width times 3. We're going to change it for width times 4. Okay. I know what to do. So I'm going to give it an initial z. So this dot z equals a random between width times 2 and width. Let's do 1000 stars, and let's have to move a bit faster. So between, let's say the speed can be between the speed can be what's the speed now? The speed is between 3 and 9. So let's see here. This is really starting to look good. Let's say the speed is between 4 and 10. And 5 seems a bit big. Let's have the biggest I can get is 4. And for stars, we'll go ahead and make 1500 stars. And that's it. Done. I genuinely feel like I'm flying through the cosmos here. So thanks for watching the video. It's done. I made this space thing and great. I gotta go to sleep now, so goodbye. How do I turn this thing off? Can't you all help me say goodbye to all the people watching me on the YouTubes? Okay, goodbye.